Why is Pele the greatest footballer? How good was he? Why does Pele remain the greatest footballer of all time? And so many questions, right? Don't worry, in today's video, you will know everything about Pele. So without wasting more time, let us dive into the video. But before that, make sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel. And yes, press the bell icon too. As you all know, former Brazilian professional footballer Adson Arantes do Nascimento, better known by his stage name Pele, was a striker. He was among the most prosperous and well-known athletes of the 20th century, and he is regarded as one of the all-time great players and FIFA's the greatest. Pele is the undisputed winner across the board. It is doubtful that his accomplishment of winning the World Cup 3 times in 4 appearances will be repeated every time. Despite how many goals he scored, Pele is regarded as one of the best football players in history. 1. Goals. In 1,363 matches, counting unauthorized friendlies and games on tour, Pele scored 1,281 goals, making him the most prolific league goal scorer in history. In 1958, 1962, and 1970, he became the only player to win the FIFA World Cup 3 times. With 77 goals in 92 appearances, he holds the record for the most goals scored by a Brazilian national team player. Want to know more? Continue watching the video. 2. First game. When Pele was 17 years old, he first appeared in the scene. He was unable to compete in the 1958 World Cup due to a knee injury, but his Brazilian teammates demanded that he must be chosen for the team. They were fully aware of his skills because they had played against him in practice. In the World Cup quarterfinals matchup against Wales, Pele scored the game-winning goal. Following that, he scored a hat-trick against France in the semifinals and 2 goals against Sweden in the championship game as Brazil overcame Sweden 5-2. 3. The world's youngest champion. Pele became the world's youngest ever champion and true global superstar when he was only 17 years old. He won the World Cup in 1962 despite missing the majority of the competition due to injury. And 8 years after the first victory, in 1970, he repeated the feat. No other has ever come close to accomplishing it. Nobody. I mean, nobody. 4. The multi-talented player. No doubt that Pele is a multi-talented player due to his tricks. He was a born athlete who excelled with incredible agility. He possessed the ability to finish with both feet and was a great driller and thrower. By the time he had retired, Pele had amassed an all-time high of 1,281 goals and setting a record. Pele was capable of playing as a striker, wide attacker, or a number 10 on the field. According to many people, he was widely regarded as the best player in the world in all 3 positions. If we are discussing the best left back or best midfielder, Pele comes in front without a doubt. He was similar to Messi in other ways. Pele likes to kneel and kick the ball up the field. He was skillful at both creating and seizing opportunities. And no doubt that football was a significantly different game during Pele's era. He became a global celebrity due to his electric performance and tendency for spectacular goals. 5. The king of football. Is it so simple to refer to someone as the king of anything? Of course not. You might be surprised to learn that people were so poor that he frequently substituted a sock filled with rags and tied with a string for a proper soccer ball because he couldn't afford one. But how did he come to rule? You might be considering this, yes? He spent his formative years playing for a variety of clubs in the area, including Baradu at São Paulo State. Pele quickly caught the eye of famous forward Waldemar de Brito, one of the legendary Brazilian soccer players of the prior generation, thanks to extraordinary potential he demonstrated from an early age. At 16, Waldemar brought him to Santos, where he made his debut. That's so interesting, man. He scored in that game. While only 16 years old, he led the league in scoring during his first complete season. He quickly distinguished himself at the club all because of his close dribbling control, speed, elegance, and flexibility. Pele quickly made it onto the national squad, gaining his debut. Adding to his screaming, powerful shot, remarkable aerial talent, and his sheer eye for the goal helped him to be successful. From 1956 to 1974, Pele played for Santos for the better part of 2 decades. 6. Pele was named national treasure. It wasn't through a lack of interest on the part of the wealthy clubs in Europe. Pele was named a national treasure by the Brazilian president in 1961, keeping him in the country and preventing him from joining a foreign club. Santos made the most of Pele's talent by winning multiple national and international club tournaments and traveling the globe to raise much-needed funds. However, Pele is best known for his achievements on the international level, specifically at the World Cup. Pele's influence on the 1958 Swedish World Cup extended far beyond the soccer field. 7. Pele as a hero. Despite the honor of being valued as a god or a hero, it requires extraordinary inner guts to withstand the stress and sense of obligation that come with such a strong spotlight, specifically with goodness and grace. Few people have acquired Pele's all-pervasive reputation, and even fewer have avoided breaking as a result. He made use of his fame to benefit those around him. Pele was a golden boy for issues that were more important than the sport he played, much like how he represented Brazil on the international stage. He is one of the rare people who have gained more fame, influence, and notoriety after their peak than they did while they were at it. Pele used his fame to improve the lot of the needy in most of Brazil. Pele has such a big heart that he gave the underprivileged children in Brazil his win in his 1,000th goal. He's a hero in every meaning of the word, not just for what he stands for, but also for what he has accomplished. However, perhaps more importantly, he's a hero because he refuses to let ignorance win. Eduardo Galeano perfectly nails the heart of Pele's standing in his book, Soccer in the Sun and Shadow. Those of us who are lucky enough to see him play received alms of an extraordinary beauty, moments so worthy of immortality that they make us believe immortality exists. His influence will undoubtedly be discussed for many years to come, and he'll be remembered as a great player. And here's the end of today's video. Go over to our comments section to tell us what you think of this video. Also, comment your ideas on what you'd like to see in the next videos. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.